But this is why I'm thankful with this brother here, because I used to run around saying, "Oh, white supremacy." He says, "Bruv, stop saying that. It's white inferiority." And I said, "Oh, he's not wrong, you know." Because even when I keep getting this term from the Francis Cresswell thing, she says this is all happening because of their insecurity.
Yeah, it couldn't be. It's not possible for them to do what they've done if they were secure about themselves.
They're operating from the lower self.
So
it's a fear.
For you to go into upper places means you lack something.
Apparently, there's a saying in America: "You're not a real man unless you slept with a black woman."
Is it?
Interesting. Concerning, but
it's very much concerning. But I, you know,
I wonder who coined that term.
I don't know where that comes from.
Sounds crazy.
But I've just heard it. That's what I'm saying. Apparently, as well, because I've seen it on YouTube.
That sounds crazy, though.
So that's interesting.
Because it's like, where's it coming from?
Yeah.
Who said that?
So let's talk about that. Because
imagine if a white man said that. What? It would make sense.
But then for me that would make sense because it's they have a hold of power, because I think many white men will kind of fantasize and fetishize black women because of that power they hold.
It's the white boyfriend effect, the black girlfriend effect, yeah? And in fact, under that statement, doesn't matter what the power dynamic is, where it could be master versus slave, in that moment, the master is recognizing where the real power is. She's the only one that can make a man out of him, and he can never be a man without her putting that, putting that crown on him. You see what I'm saying? Now this sister that you're talking about has an insecure partner who doesn't want that crown ever being taken away from him. She represents something to his image, but to his self-image, and to he's finding out what foreign people keep talking about when they say spirit. And seasoning.
She put a crown on his head.
Yes.
That was too big for his body.
Yeah, and it's weighing his shoulders down.
When you're thinking about so when you think about a crown, you think it dropping nicely on the dome.
Yeah.
But really, there is no sister could ever put a crown on a colonizer's head that would fit.
Yeah.
And we know this because of how they've dominated the world.
Yeah.
You're always going to be operating from your lower self. You're always going to be maneuvering from that root chakra. You're always going to run and go and claim territory. It's about territory. It's about conquering territory. This is why I've said, if you remember, I've said they are the true definition of terrorists. Not them Asian, man. They ain't got nothing on them, man. They're true terrorists. And it's interesting that that's the word that they choose to give them. Do you know what I mean?
Again, that's what they say though. You say they call the Native Americans savages and dealt with them savagely. Yeah? All the things that they call black people, that's what they do with us. They say we're sexual, then they say things like that.
Everything. No,
they create a holiday.
Do you know what I said? Do you know what I said?
Thanksgiving.
The true nigger is the white man.
Yeah.
He gave us. He is the one that used that word in such a way that has stuck with us for all these years. It came from him. So that's a representation of you. That come from you. That was inside of you. But to go back, you know these interracial relationships. You know that black woman that's with that white man, or that black man that's with that white woman, right? They know deep down. I know they know deep down that this is wrong. I know they know. I know they know. Because when you step in the room, when you step in the room and your stance is your stance, there's nothing to defend here.
Yeah.
You know that you're supposed to come home.
Yeah.
You know, or you have some idea of what this relationship really is. We're not looking at you like in a bad way. We're looking at you because we feel sorry for you. That's not home. You know it's not home.
But also, one way or another, you will be shown it's not home. So, like, when you look at it, like, you have a black man and a white woman, cool, you love each other. Now try and go to their house and be comfortable. Like, it doesn't even have to be black. It could be white and black, it could be white and Asian, Asian and white, whatever. When you go into their family unit, you will feel most often uncomfortable. There's something to that. And I just see it like this, right? Because we've been all given the same program which we try and operate from, which is toxic to us.
Yeah.
When we start figuring out, like, I'm looking around my room now and I'm seeing, like, the Egyptians, right, they honoured women. Do you get what I'm saying? Women. You know what I'm saying? Like touching home in Africa was like, oh, their relationship with women is very different. Here, total disrespect. Total disrespect.
And we know that because we're here.
Yeah.
If you've got a man
and the sisters
who
playing
is
into the
100%
tapped into,
well,
so you've got a man who wants to be in, or a woman that wants to kind of enter in a relationship, and you've got your African mind on you, you can't be playing with that, because their program is destructive to, and it's not actually, there's not even, like, I can't even see I literally, I'm out here observing and I'm like, where's the space of respect? I don't even see respect for another.
And because you are who you are, you're actually trying to see how maybe there's hope for you.
I'm maybe, the most hopeful guy out here.
Because look, 100%. I'm the guy who's like,
you lot don't even respect each other.
100%.
Like, your essence.
I'm like, hold on. This is not a blame game. This is just a reality, unfortunately, right? You guys operate from a certain place that is unfamiliar to us. And when we take on that act, it messes us up in a different way. We turn to drink, drugs. Like, we know that you lot can't deal with your reality.
Yeah.
So what makes you think that we can deal with your reality?
We join them. We do the same thing.
What makes you think that we can?
I don't want to be in their reality, so I would. I want to escape too.
But then there's the psychology between us and them, and how we relate to each other, and how we live amongst each other. It's not based on truth. It's not based on honesty. It's not based on what we need. It's based on what they need to survive, which is the lies and the dishonesty, which means that this is not a genuine relationship. This is disingenuous. Because if I'm to actually pull this apart, lay it out properly, and look at this with my African lens, I need to get away from you. I need to get away from you for my survival. Because I can't be. Imagine that. We always talk about, like, spiritually, fuck becoming. Just be. That's peace. Just be in. Right. Being. You're a being. Just be in. Be at peace. To do that, you need to just be. You need to know that you just are.
Yeah, you don't need to do.
You don't need to
keep
doing, because we are seeing the results of doing, and you realize that you're just losing more and more energy. You haven't ever been in the space where, think about it, we've been robbed from the beginning. We don't know what it looks like to have all our power rooted in a right direction and given that to African people. We will never know what that's like. Even us operating off of the program that helps us right now. We're handicapped. So it's like, even when I speak how I speak, this is me reminding myself. This is me knowing that, well, I'm ready to a certain extent, but I'm not fully ready. Will I ever be fully ready for something that I've not been prepared for since a youth? No, that's crutches. I'm on crutches. So surely knowing that I've got no more time to waste, closing up.
Yeah.
I've got no more time.
But we've got, there are people out here who understand, like, the practices, but again, and that again, it requires, like, solitude, deprogramming and focus. Do you know what I'm saying? But we ain't the machine that's on mode at the moment is to not focus. It's I don't know if you've lot noticed, but bare people ADHD, ADD, all these things,
and it's been ramped up by the things that we've got in our lifestyle. When you see the babies, tablets, you see adults that just lose hours a day just just the fear of silence. Even myself, I haven't sat down and fully meditated for ages.
I haven't meditated in a while.
I meditated this morning. That's what I'm saying. This morning I was getting
downloads.
Just downloads.
Even if I didn't get no download, just shut up and have some peace. When is the last time you really sat down in silence? Man, it's like I've kind of run from it sometimes. And then I've been thinking about it. I'm going to do a fast, a 3-day water fast for the winter equinox. So I'm going to start on the 21st. 21st? Next meal I'm going to have is on the 24th. Just to kind of end that kind of phase and, you know, and that kind of fresh beginning. But when you water fast, you get rid of all of the things that you're craving, that your body's used to just having. So that next time you really taste a bit of something, tastes amazing. That would be the most amazing orange you ever had. And that kind of discipline of being able to step away from something, to be able to enjoy it little bit by little bit, is what needs to happen in our lives all around. So we can literally be still. We can have that peace, we can have that calm, we can look someone in the eye for that longer period of time and be able to analyse the situation we're in without all the noise, without the... you know what I mean?
And you know what's interesting is like I've always kind of had that piece of stillness, hence why I can speak how I speak and not just fly off the handle. Because it's coming from a place of peace. Obviously,
as much as what you say might sound words that don't fit it, you're never furious. And you know, I've never clocked that. And now, I've been angry when I've spoken, till I'm veins in my neck. My hair looks wild. I'm just going. I've got footage of me outside the Houses of Parliament. Going mad when everyone was going on about George Floyd. I was like, I hear that. We're all here, but what's our demands, innit? Yeah, you look, they've violated us too much. What about this? What about that? Because I was saying my demands. There's no point crying over what they did to George Floyd. I'm sorry it happened. We're all here with United now. What do we want on the back of these marches now? I say, what happened about my tax money that I paid to you lot can pay off the slave master to say sorry? Out of my money, what you done to my family, I got to pay to say sorry for that. Are you mad? Yeah, and I was talking about all of the different all the things you're doing now to my African people, to the African people in the Caribbean. What about that? We're here now. Yeah,
you're in that zone.
I'm in that. I'm still here in a nice place, but I'm going back to it where I'm vexed. I've never seen you like that.
I can't do that, bro.
I see you talking very calmly, but you're saying things that bring that energy that I just had out of the enemy.
Which is
and their dog and their best friend.
Which is why it's kind of unfair, because before I came into this, meditation was a norm.
Okay.
Peace was norm. Like, you know, consciously being younger, recognizing certain things, meditating, seeing these words just pop up, trying to distract me from it. You know, if I can just like grab it, I'll soak it up, but I'm just flicking away. Bling, 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 bling. Spending time with myself the majority of the time, putting myself in isolation intentionally, which is why I'm able to say it how I say it and you not feel any of that. But what I've realized is that it's unfair in a sense, because I can do this and still be like, once I've left here, I'm back in that state. And I think it's a difficult ask, because people will say, look, if I think like that, I'm gone. I'm gone. I can't be in Zen and step over here. But there's a difference between, everyone can. No, everyone can.
They're scared of what they look like.
Right. They're scared of getting to that place and not being able to come back. But if I can do it, anyone can do it. Khalid, Khaled, to
the
me,
master.
I got peace from Khaled. I got peace and laughter from Khaled.
Yeah.
But when he tapped into passion and love, I felt that.
Yeah, you did.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So obviously he's clearly mastered something that he's not ever really verbalized to us. We just see the fire and think, yeah. But really, for Khaled to operate how he operates, you have to have peace because he's going to jail.
Yeah.
I would be going to jail.
Yeah.
So when people say, no, I can't do that, because if I think like that, I'm gone. I mean,
that's what they say. They comfort themselves.
They comfort
a lot of people say
they stop themselves from going there.
If slavery was here these days, I say, bro, you're not far from it now.
No, we're in it now. You ain't doing shit now.
You ain't doing nothing.
We're in it now. You ain't doing shit now. So
that's so real.
Oh, but if that was me,
the police. Right now. The police can come and that's it. You're rap.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying, bad man?
You know what it is though. Once again, it's the lack of honesty.
With yourself, yeah.
It's like we can speak how we speak, but know that it's coming from an honest place. We all know that this thing has got us by the throat.
Yes.
We ain't fucking excused.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter what we know, we are victims of this thing too.
Yeah. I'm in the fight, but I'm fighting, guys.
Yeah.
No, and the thing is, like, I'm in your space now, where. So I've changed the way I play the game now. I play the game, innit? I laugh at it. I'm like, okay, you lot think you got me. I'm gonna rattle your cage now.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that? That sounds like colonization language. Do you want to talk about that? What do you mean? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't want to talk about it? Okay, cool. So diversity, equity, and inclusion. I need help. We don't want that again, no?
You might gotta help me.
Yeah, like, but playing that game means I'm just not giving away my power as much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm giving away my energy still.
You won't
but
lose
my power's not.
the raw passion that he would have.
Because I will now play their game like, oh, I've got this tool of emails or the sword or what you call the word. Take away the S. So the words is what you understand. Okay, we'll put it on paper. I'll do what you do. No, I have the right to remain silent. Give you words. Do you know what I mean? But I think definitely more recently, like, because I've been more meditating, definitely every morning, just and like I can see, it's like I can just, it's like it's Neo, bro.
Yeah.
The only way I can put it is like you see things and you're like, and like I get gassed by it because I'm like, all my days, like that's I was feeling that, and that's okay, cool.
Yeah.
And you're seeing like how people project themselves, and you're seeing stuff. So I'm just like, oh, this is the remote view. So I see it. You can speak on it, but I don't have to engage in it as emotionally. The problem is a lot of people haven't learnt that. So what they do is they think they have to go into survival mode. I won't survive because I'm fiending off the white man's crack, right? So I've been whether it's food, whether it's TV, whether it's culture, going out, alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever it is. That's the white man's crack, right? You gave the 9. Like, that's drugs, isn't it? So when we realize we now, in order to get your life in order, to magnetize, you have to wean off of this submission that you have towards these things that are external to you. You just got to go in.
You have to come off the crack.
And doesn't mean you don't engage in these things. It just means you go in with a different lens and you engage in it in a way which is like, I now understand my relationship, but I can also work through this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I can be like, yeah, I had that MacD's. Yeah, I understand the addiction to it, and now I need to work through why am I having it. Like it's a different conversation, isn't it? Like it's not judging yourself. It's understanding like, where did I get this from?
What was the factors that
go to the root of that fruit? Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm eating this fruit and it's rotten. Why am I eating this fruit? Let me go to the root of it. It was being given from this stage and that, and that's all it is. Like people think they have to survive on this rotten stuff. It just means like when we say, but we need money. Do you? Why do you need money? Oh, so we can pay our bills. So the bills are what? Like to get warmth and thing. Can you not get that from natural resources or?
I watched a man
do you know what I mean?